Hello, everyone, and welcome to Visit AKY's podcast. Today, I have with me Daryl Smith, the co-founder and executive director of CB Nichols Community Center and Black History Museum. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for wearing the shirt.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm proud to promote your museum.
Thank you so much.
So let's start out by telling us, how can people come to the museum? Where is it located? What's the phone number that they can contact to schedule an appointment? Because at this time, Daryl runs the museum. He runs the museum, and he also the president of the museum. Bernice.
Yes, Bernice, my great aunt,
yes.
is president. I'm vice president.
Yes.
And curator as well.
So they run it together. Mm-hmm. Daryl does a lot, most of the legwork.
The exhibits.
Okay.
Yeah, the creativity, the creative part of it.
Okay.
My aunt handles a lot of the tours.
Okay.
Things like that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So at this time, because they are the only staff that is at the museum.
Besides Charles Jackson.
Okay.
And he is one of our board members.
Okay.
And Doretha Blackhill as well.
Okay.
She kind of goes back and forth in North Carolina, but when she comes in, she helps a lot.
Nice.
We've got some new volunteers that pitch in and been helping us. First Presbyterian Church has been
wonderful.
Kathleen Filkins, Betty George Fry, and Kelly Haney with J. Ryan Insurance. They've been wonderful. But First Presbyterian, they get us grants every year.
Wow.
Yeah, for monies. But we can get into that. Yeah.
Okay. So how does someone schedule an appointment to be able to, not an appointment, but a time to be able to come and take a tour of your museum?
They can give me a call.
What's the number?
606-254-6964. They can call the museum and leave a message, 606-420-4005.
Okay.
And just give me a call, leave a message. We don't get a lot of foot traffic. It's more tours that we get.
Okay.
I'm not in there every single day, but I try to be.
Okay.
But it's best to call first.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the address?
It's 901 Kilgore Drive.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And our website is ashlandblackhistory.com.
Okay. Definitely check out the website. It's a stunning museum. You would be shocked to know, if you didn't know before, that it's in our area, and one that's not to be missed. It's one of our major attractions. So one day, he has been, or the building was donated to you, correctly?
It was loaned, yes.
Okay.
For $1 a year by the Housing Authority.
Okay.
With Mike Miller. And we got it in 22. My aunt is actually on the Housing Authority, Mike Miller. And she told me about the building. It was there since 76 when they built the DuBois Hill complex, and it's a separate standalone building. It's named after Professor C.B. Nichols, the black principal of the school here, Booker T. Washington, that was here in Ashland, where Dawson Pool, the parking lot of Dawson Pool. Mm-hmm. It burned down in 75. So I had started the Ashland KY Black History page first in 2020, and I just got a little bothered. You didn't see a lot of black history here in Ashland on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So I decided to create a page, and I've probably got almost 900 members, I believe.
So that's where it started in 2020.
Yep, I added my own family pictures in. I invited a bunch of people that I was friends with. They got excited over it, started sending in pictures, articles, sending stuff. I was putting them out. I was also putting out memorials to every black person I could find that had passed away in the past. I don't care how far back it went. And I would do their picture. I would do their headstone. And if they could get their obituary, I would do that. I love genealogy. I love history. So I think putting those pieces in there, people will look at it and they'll say, oh, that's their mother. Well, let's go back. Because once you get a hold of an obituary, you can start really digging into stuff.
Yes.
So basically I had that going. And my dream was to open a Black History Museum. It just and I loved history. I always loved history. But I am dyslexic. Okay. I'm not ashamed to tell it. There's a lot of people that are dyslexic. And it was difficult for me in high school at times. Trying to, when I would read things, comprehend it. I didn't realize it until after high school, but I loved history. I loved it.
So isn't that interesting how a learning disability, if you will, can cause challenges, but if you really are passionate about something and love it, it's no longer,
you do
it's
whatever,
not as much of an obstacle, right? It just comes easier. So
absolutely. I have to read things through things a few times whenever I have to edit things. And all the exhibits I've done there, mine. I put them together. A lot of them I frame myself, put together like editing a newspaper article.
Wow.
Typing everything up myself.
You have a gift.
Yeah, and I appreciate
your passion for this shows up in what
Thank
you do.
And
I feel like that's why it all came together for you. I didn't even know this story, but
yeah.
I feel like when you truly follow what you're passionate about, where your heart is, doors open, right?
They do. And before the museum, once I got the building, I said, well, I've got to give them a taste of something. Got to get people wanting to come.
Yeah.
So I had a fundraising dinner at the Union.
Okay.
And it was packed. I think it holds about 200 people. So I thought, what can I do to bring the museum to life in a way for that evening, to kind of give them something to look at? So I had tons of pictures of people of Ashland.
From the community.
Yeah, going back in the 50s and 30s. And I had them blown up.
Gives everyone a connection.
Yes, I had them blown up, 4x5, 3x4s, put them on easels. I had them sitting all around. So when you walked in, that's what you saw.
Gives me chills.
Yeah, Booker T.
I know
Washington
that must
School.
have meant so much to so many people.
Yes, they walked in and they were just, and that's what I want to give as a wow factor to people. A wow factor. And I think that's something.
You're good at that.
Well, I try. I try my best. And I think people are impressed with it. I think they like it. You've always got to be more creative. You always got to add to it.
Yes.
So that fundraiser was very successful.
Good.
And got people really excited about it. The museum, it took me about 8 months. Okay. I stayed over there probably 14 hours a day, if not longer, every single day. To make sure it was finished. I had painters come in. I did it in black and gold. Starting a museum from scratch is not easy, and literally from scratch. But
I can't imagine.
Yeah, King's Daughters, UK King's KDMC, gave us $5,000 at the beginning so I can get computers. And then
King's Daughters is a wonderful
wonderful
sponsor in our area. They really reach out to the community and help. And help so many. So we're so grateful for that hospital in our area.
Absolutely. I can call them at any time. They're wonderful.
Sponsored us as well.
Yeah,
so we're grateful.
They're great. Also, Foundation for the Tri-State, Ashland High School Class of 64 Foundation. Okay. They donated $5,000. My aunt actually graduated that year, and so that was her classmates. And then we received an anonymous $50,000 donation.
Wow.
From someone that used to live here.
Okay.
They want to be anonymous, so I can't say anything. When we got that money, it was over. I knew then I could really start.
Yeah.
So I bought benches and Hobby Lobby and went on Amazon.
Bought Hobby Lobby?
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, because I would make the exhibit, I would have to get material and really make it look nice. Yeah, it had to look really nice. I didn't want anything tacky. I didn't want it to look like you just walk in and you see some things laying on a table.
Yeah. You wanted it to look professional,
Absolutely.
Not hodgepodge. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. It's all about having some style with it.
Yes.
Yeah. So the grand opening was April 2023. King's Daughters put up a tent in front of the museum because there was overcast. They also gave us 2 huge parking lots and had signs with balloons.
Wow.
Yeah, so people could park there. The city of Ashland gave me a shuttle, and they shuttled people all day long for the event. Yes, brought them up. And I loved it because I think when people went up, they didn't realize what they were going to get into. And they were going up into the apartments. They were like, why are we coming up here? And then you see this separate standalone building. Mm-hmm. And when they walked in, I had 2 of my cousins dressed in top hat and tails.
Oh,
and that was.
Of course you did.
Yes, of course. But that was courtesy of Don's Mint Shop.
Oh, there we go.
So
Don's Mint Shop. They've been around for a long time.
Yes, and they're wonderful. He's wonderful.
In our area.
So I called him and I said, we're nonprofit museum. He was right on it. I said, but I will advertise you if you get me a couple of tuxedos that my cousins can wear. Yes. So they held the doors open for people.
Oh,
yeah, it was great. I had another cousin on the other door going out wearing a tuxedo as well. Yeah, so we probably had 300 people, but the place only holds about 150.
What is the admission to take a tour?
It's donations only.
Okay.
So it's normally $6 donation for adults and like $3 for kids. But any child that wants to come in, anyone that is welcome to come in.
Yes.
They don't have I'm not worried about that. I mean, well, I mean, I do. We could use every dime we can get.
I understand
but
what you mean.
I want to share it. I want people to know about it.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So
we want everyone to have exposure to the arts that wants it. And,
absolutely.
You know, some people have, financial challenges to be able to do those
Yep.
things, and they feel like they could be limited. But I love it that you'd be willing to open your doors, in particular to the children, but really anybody who wants to see.
And the community's been very generous. We've received so many donations. Michael Booth with Tri-State Media Services donated beautiful, beautiful African masks, several of them. And we're actually starting an African room because of that. Yeah, I mean, it's
Michael
great.
Booth, he's a special person in the community here in Tri-State Media.
Yes, he is.
They are exceptional at what they do. So
Absolutely.
we are very grateful for them.
Absolutely. My aunt, Angel Hill, started giving me things at the beginning. She has probably given me $75,000, if not more, worth of artifacts, books.
And they'll be preserved.
She keeps giving them, though.
Taken care of, but for her to know that you are going to take care of them and the whole community is going to be exposed to them, what a gift for her to have you to be able to give those things to share with the world.
Absolutely. I've got a plaque with her picture on the wall. She still brings things. I mean, still. She's been... I love her. You cannot how much it means to me for my Aunt Angel to bring everything that she's brought to the museum.
She's
for
an
me.
angel.
Yeah, literally. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I love that. So you have an event coming up that you're a part of in June. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, that Juneteenth event, and we will have that on June 19th. It will be 6 to 9. We will put out flyers, things like that.
Okay.
That the date
we
is
will
pretty
put
much
it on our community calendar, and we will have it on our social media as well.
Yes, and we've had this for the last few years at Broadway Square. Ashland for Change actually started it a few years back. I don't remember how far back. I'm thinking in 21 possibly, 22 maybe. But Audra Thomas, Marie Chalkson, they're wonderful. And I co-host with Ashland for Change, and then we partner up with Christ Center Ministries, Christ Temple Church, ACTC, and I will come up with that. I apologize.
Now we know what it feels like to do, like have an Oscar or Grammy and be like, oh, I hope I remember everyone.
Please. But when we put out the flyer, it will have everyone, and we will also ask for sponsors.
Yes.
So we have a lot of sponsors that we put out as well.
Yes.
Which
There's always sponsorship opportunities to partner with people who are local, who could use the funds to do more things in our community.
Absolutely.
Improve the quality of life, improve the educational opportunities here, and get advertising out of it so you can show that you support us. Yes,
and Christ Temple Church, Pastor J.D. Crockle, they will most likely sing. We always get them to sing. They're wonderful. They support it as well. We will have vendors there, food trucks.
Okay.
And we will have a live band. I don't know who the live band's going to be this year, though.
He's just going to leave that and have some suspense.
Well, the other band we had, I think they're no longer, so we're digging, but I think we found someone.
Okay.
It'll be great. It'll be great.
It will.
Yeah.
And the community is welcome to come out.
Absolutely. Last year we probably had...
There's no charge
to come. No, not at all.
Just something to be involved
Absolutely.
with.
If they'd like to make a donation towards it, we have a separate fund set up for Juneteenth. We sell T-shirts. So we try to keep some money in the coffers so we can continue it going, that is.
And you sell these T-shirts at your museum?
We'll sell these. Oh, yes. No, we sell these, but we have Juneteenth T-shirts.
Okay, got it.
That we sell for Juneteenth.
Okay.
Yes. But yes, no, I do sell these, and they're on my website as well. This is a newer one, the long sleeve. It's in red and black as well, which I do love these shirts.
Yes.
Yeah, I really do.
Nice.
We started out with those. We changed the colors off, but they're in a couple shades of gray, black, red.
I like the gold.
Yeah. I think it's I love it.
And you sell coffee cups.
Yes, mugs, journals.
There to support the business. Journals.
Yes, we make jewelry. I've made several pieces of different jewelry. I have not had a chance to do that because at times I can be a one-man show.
Yes,
so, I've got some help. But, you do what you can. And as I've grown, as it's gotten bigger, you get more things going on.
Yes. Yeah. So tell us, what are your hopes for the future of the C.B. Nichols Community Center and Black History Museum?
moving closer to downtown.
Okay.
Yeah, that moving, getting a bigger place.
Yes.
And I am certainly appreciative to the Housing Authority, to Mike Miller. They know that. They're great people. And he's been so kind. They've been so very kind. I outgrew the place when I got it. I did.
Wow.
I thought, well, I'll just do this under just Ashland Black History. But I said, no, I want to do both. So I do Ashland Black History and general Black History.
Okay.
Which is great. I love it, because I'm learning as I go, and again, I love
But
history.
It has so much room for expansion.
Yes.
You could do so much more if you were given.
And I want to put out exhibits where they could stay out. I've been to Philadelphia and New York and D.C. museums, and I want to have a place where the majority of the exhibits stay out.
Yes.
I can add to them, what have you, but we have to rotate a lot.
Yes.
There's certain things we keep, but we have to rotate a lot, and it does kind of bother me. But again, I'm grateful for what I have.
Yes.
I'm very grateful for having this opportunity.
Grateful to be bigger than the space that you have, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You could also maybe have like a exhibit that comes from a bigger city and that you could display, right? A temporary exhibit that brings in people who want to see that if you were given the space to do so.
That is correct. And I worked with the Daughters of the American Revolution. It was for Rosa Parks, her 70th anniversary of her refusal to get up off the bus.
Yes.
Off her seat, I'm sorry.
Yes.
And we did that at the Transportation Center. Teresa Hardesty has been absolutely wonderful. She's with DAR.
Yes.
And her and her son James, her daughter, they have been absolutely wonderful helping us, especially the recent fundraiser we had.
They're very involved in the community.
Yes, very involved. But yes, what I set up for Rosa Parks is actually at the Highlands right now. They had that on display They had it on display for Black History Month. I think it's still up.
Yes. Okay, wonderful. So recently you had a very successful fundraiser, and so many people from the community showed up. We had the best time.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you for hosting it. And thank you, community, for showing up. You sold out.
Yes, I appreciate it. Yes.
Couldn't even provide all of the tickets that were in demand.
Out probably the first week of February, and it was on February 21st, and normally we don't sell out. I mean, we sell, believe me.
Yes.
But normally toward the end, there's people buying as they come in, and I had people calling, wanting to buy tickets, at the last minute. I tried to do what I could, but there was no way. We had 30 sponsor tables.
Wow.
We had 6 gold. We had 3 gold, 3 silver, the rest bronze, and then individuals. So we probably had 350 people, I'd say. That's what I'm just averaging off the top of my head.
Yeah.
We're still kind of working on that. We had silent auction.
I wondered how many people. That's what I was going to say. You also had the silent auction.
Yes.
How did that go?
Wonderful. We made, I believe, up to about $7,200 off the silent auction. Last year it was about $6,000, I believe.
And all of those items were donated.
All of them donated. I don't have the list. I apologize. I normally be very particular about those kind of things.
List, but we can just say a general thank you to everyone who donated.
Everyone, and
item for
it has been. Auction. It was wonderful. First Presbyterian, they actually took care of the tables, greeting people, signing them in. Fairview High School, absolutely wonderful. This is our 3rd year. Fairview's right there. Those kids come and it's part of the Key Club.
Aww.
And they come and they are absolutely amazing. I mean, they work so hard.
I love to hear that our youth are helping.
It's wonderful. They guide people to their seats, and we had 38 tables.
Yes.
So as well, we had 2 students from Blazer as well, and we had 1 student had been with me from the beginning. And his name is Noah Newman.
Okay.
And he's been with me from the beginning.
I've heard you speak of Noah.
Oh, he's wonderful. Yeah. He's actually homeschooled, 16, great kid. And he comes to the museum. That's why I'm mentioning his name right out.
Okay.
And then Nathaniel Wilson as well.
Okay.
He just graduated recently from Blazer. He is absolutely wonderful. And they will come and they will help Mr. Charles Jackson. They will help me. But it's mainly the exhibits. When I first started doing it, I was getting down there and putting everything together and doing it. It gets kind of rough on you. You need help to try to do that. But
absolutely.
those 2, and also Noah's or Nathaniel's mother, Rachel Wilson and Todd, they came and organized all of our T-shirts. It was amazing because
Wow.
it's always a fight when we're taking them out.
Every little bit of help counts, right?
It's wonderful.
And if you were able to come downtown, be able to have some investors who, there have been some people who have been interested in
Yes.
investing and in helping make that happen, and you
Yes.
have a lot of support from the community. We want to see that happen. We want all of our main exhibits to be and walkability downtown Ashland, from the one and only amazing Delta Hotel of Ashland, Kentucky. It's not the only hotel, but it has been number one for years and years, and there's a reason why. So we would love for you all, the Black History Museum, to be downtown. We would love to see that happen, and we would love to see you be able to have regular hours so that you could have memberships that help support.
Yes.
Yes, help support the funding to be able to hire a staff so that you can expand and do more and have the help that you need.
Yeah, and I had a talk with one particular investor, Appalachia Community Funding.
Yes.
Yes, I know you're familiar with them. And they called it an interview, but it's funny. They called me, and my father broke his ankle, so I've been helping my parents as well, plus working on the fundraiser. So they've been trying to contact me, and I get so many emails, so many calls, and I try to keep up with everything, but with this fundraiser, So I called the gentleman back, and he said, we've been trying to reach out to you, you've called us back. And I apologized. He said, but now I see you guys got a big fundraiser going on. So he had heard about the museum, and he was very interested. I sent him pictures while we were talking. After we talked, he said they want to come and visit, which they will. But 10 minutes later, he sent me a text, and he said, we've decided to send you $2,000 to go towards your fundraiser alone. It's just blessing after blessing. Yeah, I mean, what are you going to say?
After blessing.
Yes, and it was funny because he said, well, I'd like to interview your staff. I said, well, I really don't have the staff. He said, well, we'll have to do something possibly about that in the future. So I mean, it would be great to be able to have that extra help.
Yes.
And again, we do get people to volunteer, but it's difficult.
Yeah. I know the Highlands Museum recently said that the memberships are really what support the museum. So if you were able to possibly do that and be a part of the ASTC or the ACM or something and offer that reciprocal membership, it could really help to support you and have expansive growth. And I know you have your eye on a particular building downtown. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Since you bring up the Highlands, I will mention this as well. Kim Jenkins, the executive director, she's absolutely wonderful. And I didn't know her. She called me in end of 22, I believe, when she found out about the museum, everything going on. They'd offered me a space there. Well, I'd already gotten the building that I had.
They offered you a space.
Yes, they did. And it was very kind. And she said, Daryl, we were really impressed with everything we've heard and the work we've seen. We want to offer you a position on our governing board.
Wow.
So they offered me a position on their board. And actually, first African American on the board, I think about 12, 13, 14 years.
Wow.
I think Dottie Rhodes was on it before me as well.
Dottie.
Yeah, great.
Good people.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Great
Her
people.
and Dr. Rhodes, yes.
Yes.
So we collaborated. We collaborate still with the Highlands. And they have loaned us movable walls, glass cabinets, which are still there. They've been wonderful. Anything that I need, they're there. And the same is vice versa.
Reciprocal.
If there's anything that I can do for them.
Yes.
So especially Black History, they do the gospel nights, during Black History Month. I always donate to that. Dr. Rhodes actually donated to that as well. But the Black History Museum donated as well, and it's a wonderful event that they've started up again. I know the year before they put out my personal art collection, African American art collection, and they had that on display down there, which I had a lot of bare walls at my house. Strange. But it was really, really cool to see all my paintings on the wall of the Highlands. So
the gospel music night, do you know if that's already happened? It was coming up.
Yes.
It just already happened recently.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yes, recently. And it was great. They did a wonderful job with it. Kim is just wonderful with those. Great night. Normally we always have Christ Temple. They come. The others, they always, it's every year, they do a wonderful, wonderful job. And Pastor David Crockle, he actually gave me a robe of Reverend Henry Mosley's. And
wow.
he passed away a few years ago. And he was like a second father to me. And he was pastor of New Hope Missionary Baptist Church for 27 years. And I've already got one robe up there, but he gave me another one. And I put it on display because I have a church or religious display there showing all the 6 black churches that were around here at the time. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Nice. Mm-hmm. So at the recent fundraiser, you were given the key to the city by the mayor. Tell us how that made you feel.
I was in shock. And the mayor is on my board, Chuck Charles. He's been very supportive of the museum from the beginning. I was shocked. I was. And I had just gotten up and spoke. And we honored, the city actually honored Officer James Bell.
Yes.
And he passed away in 93. His wife, actually, Miss Mary Bell, came up from Lexington. And they had a table in his honor. And every table at the fundraising dinner is honored after someone, which I know you saw that. So
yes,
I have
someone
cards
in our
made.
Community.
Yes.
Yes.
So I do a card.
Again with that connection.
Yes. You have to keep that.
Yes.
And
well, you're smart to know it.
Well,
it makes a difference.
Well, and it does. It does, and it keeps Black history in Ashland alive. It keeps it alive.
Yes.
So yeah, he called me up, and I did get the key to the city, and I was humbled. I didn't know, and it was funny because he even said, "Get up, Daryl," because he knew that I didn't want to. I didn't want to get up.
You would be humble about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't look for pats on the back.
You are humble, but you're just fabulous.
No, well, I appreciate that. But I love what I do. I just hope I'm leaving a piece of something here from when I'm gone.
You absolutely are. I don't think that you have to hope or wish for anything. I think that you've made that dream come true, not only for you, but so many in our community that have that connection and their family has been honored. So thank you so much for coming today on our podcast. Thank you for your time. I know it's limited. I know you work hard solo, and we hope that is able to make some more dreams come true.
And you guys have been wonderful and so supportive of me, so supportive of Ashland. But I'm truly grateful.
Thank you. It is our pleasure. We just want to mention that Fields Florist is our newest sponsor. We're so grateful for that. Also, Bluegrass Collectibles donated a gift card for us to be able to help promote the Gravy Bowl, and we appreciate that. Every little bit of support matters, and you all matter. Every one of the businesses, the attractions here. We appreciate you. We appreciate you watching today. And just remember we have a community calendar where we post upcoming events, and that is on our website. It's at visitaky.com. Also on Instagram and Facebook is Visit Ashland, Kentucky. And we're always posting things that are going on for our community to be aware of. Please share anything that you want to have us post so we can let everybody know all the amazing things going on in Ashland. Thank you.